We are off with another episode of Booze Your Daddy, the podcast. I'm your host, Dr. Alan Snyder, here with my boy, future PhD in ufology, it's Zach Elias. What's up, buddy?
It's been making me laugh all week. Just every now and then I was sitting at work out here like, ufology, it's so good. It kills me. It's fantastic.
Booze Your Daddy, the podcast. Tuesdays, we do it live. Saturdays, we post it later. Got a whole gaggle of episodes for people that are joining in first time. Go back, listen to some of them. Make sure you give us a good rating. Leave a comment, share them. And remember, the next time you go apple picking, talk to somebody there and say, you know what? You should have some honey with these apples because it is Rosh Hashanah. But make sure that they download our podcast because we like when people love us, but we love when people hate us.
Shana Tova. Did you go to the temple today?
What's the temple?
Exactly. I didn't go either. As is our promo shows.
Got a great episode planned for today. But before we get into it, Zach, why don't you tell everybody what you are drinking?
So, Atlanta Stories pays his bets. I thought we had another one of those nips at the house, but I don't. So, I, for you, am taking a formal shot of
151.
Granddad.
Oh, so bad.
Bottled in Bond, wherever that is.
Ew.
Bottoms
Now,
up.
I noticed you said you're taking a shot. Well, this is because the Ravens won and the Jets didn't. But we also have a baseball playoff bet based on earned runs, and the Orioles only gave up
Most runs scored, I thought.
Listen back. It was earned runs.
Oh, no.
Orioles gave up 3 runs. Only scored 1, but I'm pretty sure you're going to be. But I'll be a nice guy. You want to do another one next week?
It's happening, so my series isn't over yet. I'll take that one when this thing's formally over in no time.
It doesn't matter. The earned runs are done.
The series is still going on.
All right.
So that'll be next week's problem.
Bottoms up.
Samuel fucking Adams. You do the rest. Oh.
So
It was the funniest thing I own. I figured I didn't have a nip, so old granddad, that'll make you laugh.
Love it.
Oh my fucking God, what are you drinking?
Well, I decided because it's October, we're going to start with the pumpkin beer.
I have some pumpkin shit too, but I didn't want to do it.
Jenna got it special for you, you asshole.
I know, but it has more booze, and I figured I was taking this thing, so next week you'll see. You want my pumpkin? I'll have her go bring my pumpkin in right now before I crack this.
Well, what are you doing? Another back of the fridge Sam Adams?
Yeah.
All right.
But the pumpkin? I got a big pumpkin.
I got plenty of pumpkins.
Next week, pumpkins for days.
From the Wet Ticket Brewery in Rahway, New Jersey, which I've actually been to, and I lived up there right next to the prison. It is called Scarecrow Juice Pumpkin Ale.
Scarecrow what?
Scarecrow
Juice.
Scarecrow Juice. That's what I said.
Exactly. Scarecrow Juice.
6.3% alcohol by volume, 15 IBU. It says drink fresh, keep refrigerated, release the Kraken.
It's a nice Jewish play. I went to a sort of brewery today. I went to Yonkers Brewery today. Didn't get anything. I should have gotten something. That was a miss on my part.
Fucking worst. Cheers to you. Happy New Year.
Yeah, if you think so. Shana Tova. Shame I told you, as Julia would tell you.
So, Zach, you said you had something to tell me about the Mets, or you want to get right into this, or is this more of your jerky quirky?
What about the Mets?
You
I'm
said
just seething.
Okay.
What? What do I have to tell you?
Nothing.
Nothing.
You brought up being roped into spending money on something, and I.
That. Yeah. So I didn't realize, as you said, this was a 3-game series at home. So Eric, our boy, your boy, apparently had some way, because he's a season ticket holder. He had a way to get his friends face value tickets to every other playoff game. Okay, sure. Or you have to go in the secondary market. Sounds like a pretty good deal. So it's like a couple, whatever it is, and as far as they go, you pay it all up front, and they refund you wherever they get knocked out. So you get face value tickets. So if they go to the World Series, you're sitting there, face value. Great.
Amazing.
I assumed if they make the playoffs, I'm going to Series 1. So did our friend Mike Simon. Now find out it's a 3-game series on the road. If they don't make it, you're out $70 service charge. I'm not thrilled. Someone else is bananas for
99 of them?
70 of them in the Simon household. We're both about to lose 70 bananas.
Service charge for the
Yeah,
ticket?
so you buy the tickets. Yeah, so you're buying like 12 tickets. You're buying every other game.
Oh, so it's like a
through the World
$5
Series.
charge.
Right,
Gotcha.
per ticket per round. But if they don't go, $70. Hello, Ticketmaster. It goes south. I'm not thrilled. There was a lot of, whoa, I didn't read the fine print. I didn't see any of this. He was nuts.
I'm sure you can call your credit card and get that money back.
Good luck. Yeah, but then they have to send you a new card, and then you have to change all your passwords. It's for $70 to go through that process. It's not worth it. Nothing's worse than when you lose your card.
Episode 249. Calling this one.
Give me the finger. What is this, Bryson or Carson or one of those sons who doesn't know how to do it? What's wrong with this kid?
You know how I tell you I have a shtick with my patients, and I got some jokes that just land every time. When I go to their home,
fingering.
Yeah, how'd you know what we were going to talking about?
Ew.
When I go to their home, I have to check their blood pressure, their heart rate, their temperature, and their pulse ox every single time I go there. So the pulse
right with Tushy and you're good to go.
The pulse ox is the thing you measures your oxygen saturation on the end of your finger. Well,
Cool.
this is usually minutes into meeting somebody. I turn and I go, give me the finger. And it always breaks the ice. And they look at me and they're like, I'm like, you know what I meant. They're like, I was going to do it. And
does anybody ever get creepy? Like
1 out of 100 just turn and go.
Flips you off. Amazing.
Which I'd never heard it called the New Jersey salute, but is that just a generic? It could be the anything salute.
Staten Island salute.
Again, it could be the
better alliteration.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
But, so I thought I wanted to share that and put that on record because by the way,
no one ever gets weird with it. Like, ooh, yeah.
No, people don't get weird as much as
or
the weirdest they get when they say, give you the finger. As soon as I feel the tension grow, I keep a straight face and I go middle, pointer, whichever you prefer. And then they think that I didn't get my own joke and I'm just playing stupid. So it just totally land. You know what I mean? Like I can always.
You must have quite a time at work.
No, I don't. If
anything, we're both on suicide watch at work.
Especially during the baseball plays. But I constantly say things at my job, which are just so perverted, but I keep a straight face and I see how the patient reacts. You know,
double entendre is the best kind of entendre. If you can get triple, even better.
It's a triple entendre.
Well, gee, if you know, you know. when you hit it, you know.
Yeah, if you don't know, you can't afford it.
Exactly.
But I also thought I was thinking this past week, they're dropping like flies, man. Christopherson, Pete Rose, but
John Amos? I thought he was done already.
John Stamos? He's still alive.
He probably is, but Amos. No.
Dikembe Mutombo dying. My initial instinct, my initial reaction to him dying was, that's kind of amazing that he will be remembered for giving somebody the finger, but not the bird in the way we would typically say of it, right?
To a degree. He's been in my house for not tweeting Zoe back, but that's besides the point.
Wait, Dikembe Mutombo, talk, say words.
So when Zoe was a baby, we used to have her do like funny, cute things. You're like, Home Alone, and she'd go like this. And she would do like, so I don't know, I told her like, Mutombo, and she'd go like this. As like a 1-year-old. So I didn't know how to Twitter. A friend of mine had to teach me how to Twitter. He taught me to Dougie also. So I tweeted this at Mutombo. Nothing. Crickets. Who the hell is he? How many tweets does he get? 1. Not even less now. But he couldn't tweet a 1-year-old back.
Well, the 1-year-old didn't tweet him. The parents did, who were
fine.
Dehydrated for attention.
I think it was COVID overboard.
How many followers did he have that you thought he was on the Twitter?
I don't know. 12?
Exactly. I don't think he was so active in all this, dude.
I think he should have tweeted her back. If he's on the thing, he's making a social contract to funny kids. Inez Rosales from the Fox Morning Show tweeted her back in 2 seconds, like she has anything better to do.
You're proving my point with something iconic, making the Home Alone face. You know, you have how many things with your fingers? You know, there's Mahalo, you have the Shocker, you have the Spocker.
Red Rum.
There's only so many things, and the closest BYD has ever gotten is...
It's so great. So good. Yeah, well, he does a finger thing. Yeah.
Anytime sign language comes up and I know I need to kill time, I go into the whole bit about that. The hardest part is that Julie and I, to this day, like, we make the signing sounds, if you know what I'm talking about, because when they sign, the people who are hearing impaired generally are doing a very lot of push. and we crack each other
Ferris
up.
Bueller. Pum, pum, chicka, chicka.
Womp, womp, chicka. So anyway, giving people the finger, this guy, he'll always be remembered for the no, which is kind of similar to the Seinfeld.
Yeah, but he did it before the Babu.
You sure?
I think he did it before Babu. Maybe. Babu has really long fingers. Hats off to his lady friends. He's got to be hung.
The other thing I wanted to tell you about from this past weekend, which was amazing, I got to watch the Jets game at a baby shower with 60 Jets fans. And I, of course...
They had a 60-person turnout. Pretty good.
It was a lot of... Everybody was there. It was a really good time, except for one asshole who got invited, which I should have put you on my Pishadoo list. That was whatever.
You still can.
I got too many already. But, Zaggy, I'm watching this game with 60 people. And look, I'm a smart sports fan. I knew what was going on, but I played the dumb troll, meaning I pretended I didn't know what was happening. And when every time Denver did something, I was like, yes. And I'd turn around looking for approval, and people are like, wrong team, you idiot. I'm like, oh, my bad. Sorry. Which I got a lot of kick out of it.
Maybe. Not a lot happened in that game. That game set football back 30 years.
I know you're not going to appreciate this, but being in a room where 60 people go, oh, is life-changing.
That's my room every time I watch any game.
That's just you, though. Not with 60 people around you.
Yeah. No, I've been in that room. It's rough. It's like a funeral.
The highlight, though, was being with your boy, Chi, who is a diehard Jets
fan.
He's
out of his mind. I saw him the other day.
Oh, he was not doing great. But I am sitting there talking to
You
his
want to
wife.
buy a property in Brickell? He's got plenty for us. We'll go broke with this guy.
I'm talking to his wife, who's delightful. And
never met her.
Sweetheart. And I'm trying to crack the cookie that is like, hey, well, do you like football? Do you like the Jets? And she's like, not really. I said, okay.
Do you like gambling? Do you like strip clubs? Do you like your husband? Like, what are we doing here?
I said, what if the Jets make the Super Bowl? Would you go with him? Because you know he would be there. And she goes, I would go, but he'd probably end up taking one of his friends, which is okay because I wouldn't want to go anyways.
Do you know what degenerate is sitting next to him at the Super Bowl?
You?
Yeah, probably. But I don't know any of our other friends who would go with him. And
he has friends.
I'd have to be 75% that they win.
Oh,
you? 50-50, I'm not going.
So I heard a good line today. They say if you make the Super Bowl, you can win the Super Bowl. Meaning you're not 75% for anything unless the quarterback dies in the NFC Championship game.
I got to be 75%, but you have to feel it 75%.
Meanwhile, so I'm talking to her, going like, "Well, what are you into? What are you really obsessed with?" And she all she says was peace in the Middle East. And I go, wait, really? That's what you're so like, you want that to happen more than anything else?
If that was so exciting, they'd make cards of it and sell it bubblegum.
She goes, I feel like it's more likely than the Jets winning the Super Bowl.
Oh, she had that one ready to go. A bullet in the chamber.
Out of the park. Crying, laughing.
That's and now I'm sure she's worked on it and it's in her tight five, but like that's pretty good.
I don't think he heard it, but
he would have been devastated. There's no comeback to that. It's excellent. More likely. Damn.
The other highlight was they did one of those guess the baby's height and weight and time and all that crap, which you're literally picking a random anything.
That? I don't know.
Well, I had inside info that the due date is mid-September. So I said, you know what I'm going to do? Let's get funny. When was Pearl Harbor? What time did that happen? That was my answer.
Classic. Was I right for Milo? I think I was. That kid.
I think we still have that, and we got to go back and tally those up. He's getting taller, and he's been able to reach into drawers, so he's quickly going to get to those at some point. Is he gonna be tall? Is he gonna be like Yao Ming? No, he's 10 percentile, but Zoe's off the chart. Zoe, when they go to the thing, he's short. So they'll show us the American chart, and she's not even on it. Then one time they'll show us the Asian chart. She's right in the meaty curve. They have all that information. Then they showed us the Scandinavian chart just for shits and giggles. It's just like watching a stock plummet. She was on the weight section for the height chart? Yeah, pretty much. She was just like, below the axis. Like when a stock just hits the shits and you owe money. Feeling quirky? Give me some jerky. Yes, I've got some stuff. So, come on, internet, work. Uh-oh. Do I have no internet? No, we're back. Florida woman accused of murdering boyfriend in suitcase. Cool. Put him in there first and then did the killing? Yeah. Suffocated them in there.
begs the judge for professional hair and makeup before going to court. And that's what they came up with.
Wait, that's the guy or the girl?
That's the girl. That's what the Florida tax money went to.
Wow.
Did you watch the Met game last night?
No.
The interviews they do at ESPN during the game, like during a late inning rally, they're interviewing a guy in the dugout. There is more interviewing in ESPN game. I fucking hate it. These guys are at work. Let them be. I just can't deal.
Let Russ cook. I get it.
Yeah, exactly. Do it between the innings if you must, but just do it afterwards. What hot takes some baseball player and his translator are going to give you?
They say nothing ever.
Nothing. So they were talking just in this game, the Brewers manager. Oh, what's the plan? Well, we need to get some big hits and some timely spots. What a strategy. Yeah, let's go do that. It sounds like a great way to win every game. Idiots.
That's all I've been saying today to people. They're like, so those Orioles. I go, if hitting wasn't a part of it, I thought we had a chance to win the World Series.
Yeah. Tourists are horrified as gunmen storm a 5-star Cancun, we were there, resort, and execute a man before fleeing on jet skis. Wow. They just shot a guy on the beach.
Was this over the pillow menu?
I don't know. That's a myth. Was this near the Rio? Were we in the Rio? Because it happened there.
I have no idea.
Feels like we were 2 doors down.
I think it's 3 doors down.
Just a bunch of guys came on jet skis. That's a great job. Jet ski assassin. I mean, come on. You get to play on a jet ski all day.
Ufologist?
It's number 2, below ufologist. It takes less schooling, probably. Like the jet ski guy on the beach. Hey, you know how to drive a jet ski? No? Okay, go.
Do you remember we did dream jobs? If we only would have kept a record of all the ridiculous dream jobs
ufologist is number 1 at this point. Like you get paid to study UFOs and you get the hat. Like, come on. The hat is the whole thing.
I think I'm gonna ruin the joke, but I was gonna buy this. I'm at a patient's house yesterday, and wrong holiday, but great joke. It was a trucker hat, red, white, and blue, and it had a box that said Republican Party, and they didn't check it. And it said Democratic Party, and they didn't check it. But below it said Purim Party with a big check mark.
That's phenomenal.
I was doing a lot of hinting, like, so do you guys wear this hat a lot? Because it looked like it was never touched. They're like, oh yeah, we like that. I'm like, oh, because like you're getting the house is a mess and they need to clean up. I'm like, well, if you don't like that hat, I mean, I probably know a guy.
Oh, good. Rowdy Tellez on the Pirates. Did you hear that this shit?
Jewish.
Yeah, I know. Nice Jewish boy. He got screwed out of money, so he'll probably be suing.
Oh, I did know this. He needed like one more something. And
4 plate appearances shy of a $200K bonus. Jews love a good bonus. And they cut him. GM claims money played 0 factor. Meanwhile, Jewish, he's like 400 pounds.
He's a ginge, too.
Yeah.
I thought he was
got a lot going on. Me too. Rowdy? Who needs a Jewish kid? Where was Rowdy on Milo's list of names? Number 3? Rowdy Snyder's really good.
Rowdy Snyder.
Good.
I think it's a nickname. I don't think that's his real.
So what was the played too much golf Rory McIlroy thing, right?
Yeah, that you did not find it remotely entertaining. So
yeah,
I don't want to.
And now it's entertaining. Hold my beer. Do you know who Kaka is?
Soccer player.
Yeah, right. Kaka's wife.
It's Kaka, you idiot. Not
Kaka's wife, Caroline Salino. Just an 11. She divorced him for being too perfect. He was too good of a husband, so she divorced him.
Oh my God. I have a huge problem.
He was too perfect, and they divorced in 2015 and have both been since remarried. She claims there was something missing in their relationship because he was too good.
No.
Which means she's definitely cheating.
Yeah, that's one of those. She doesn't want to badmouth him. She wants the money. But if that's a thing, dude, I need help. I better get a lawyer.
Yeah, exactly. Me too.
I'm an amazing husband, so I really think
it definitely means that, one of our wives is banging Enrique Iglesias. The other's probably got Julio Iglesias. So,
completely unrelated. We're watching The Golden Bachelorette tonight.
Of course you are.
They go to Vegas and they bring the corpse of Wayne Newton to sing Donkashane. He looked less real than a wax statue of him.
He's all smooth. He's all pulled back.
They couldn't even play his singing. It was so bad. They just had music over him.
Okay, speaking of face work or face stuff. He's got a lot of it, right? Jennifer Aniston details viral fish sperm facial. meant to turn back the clock. I have beautiful salmon skin. She puts salmon jizz on her face and pays for it. I would do that for free. I'd jizz on her face.
Salmon? I thought you said you would do salmon jizz. Yeah, that's
I would
not
jerk
great.
off a salmon in front of her if I needed to. Whatever it gets.
How do they do that considering do they have genders?
How did they know this was a thing? What ufologist, what salmon spermologist studied this? Yeah, if you put salmon sperm in your face, who the hell knew that was a thing?
Well, isn't it a myth? It's like a Sex and the City joke about regular people's facials.
Like Mia Khalifa's got great skin.
Still getting work.
She is still getting work. So Eric Adams, I don't know where he lies on your list, but he's in all the trouble for the Turkish Airlines stuff.
Yeah.
So apparently he wouldn't fly anywhere that wasn't Turkish Airlines. So if he had to fly to like Germany or London somewhere, he'd fly through Istanbul to get there.
It was free, you idiot. It's not like he was giving them money.
No. Right. So he would take the ridiculous like long flight just to get all that stuff. A New York Times reporter took the Eric Adams treatment. She said it's unbelievable. She said it's just absolutely wild. The suites that he gets.
Yeah.
They show the whole thing. Then she had her photographer. He was in coach the whole time. She got the Adams treatment. He's in a regular room. She said she felt a little bit bad, but not bad enough to trade.
But you're saying I've seen on
the New York Times paid to replicate his trip. It cost a fortune.
Emirates I think is the nicest one. I've seen there. You basically get your own hotel room on a plane.
Yeah. Well, Emirates has one for $30,000. You can get a 1-bedroom with a shower.
Right. When you're flying like that, you're basically saying like, I'm going to stay in a room for a day. You're walking around. I could do that easily. No problem.
Yeah. Woman issues warning, whatever warning, after finding a man masturbating at popular beach. It was disgusting in Australia. What the hell kind of warning are you going to give? Don't do that again. Put it away.
The dingo's got your baby.
The dingo's got his something. Dingo's got his dingo. Warning him? Come on.
Slap on the wrist?
If he's lucky. In the vein of ufologists, Bigfoot captured in wild viral video by terrified hiker. Scariest moment of my life. They've got footage.
And what's Bigfoot? Just a tall person? Or is a
that is no tall person. That's a tall person in a Bigfoot costume. But they found Bigfoot. He was in Oklahoma. It's the last place you'll look for him. What the hell if I'm Bigfoot, I am slaying in like Miami or LA.
No.
Yeah, Bigfoot's not big something else.
With
Bigfoot's 17 inches.
Jeez,
furry.
Jesus.
No, 18?
There's just been so much cock and jizz on this episode.
Well, it's a Met game. There's a lot going on in this episode. Oakland, their last game was wild. Man, God bless the A's. I'm going to miss them.
Put something on there, and I thought it was silly, but did you see the security guard who took the beach ball? Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
The beach ball goes on, and then he goes to and he fake pumps to go back to the crowd. What an asshole!
Yeah, but the security guards also were very shy on tasers. They were tackling guys out there. They had 4 guys running the field. They were throwing people throwing road flares. How do you get a flare into the stadium?
We shoot it up over. Easy.
Honestly, I guess nobody's watching because the security guards are all fired too. What do they give a shit? It's their last day too.
They were giving away dirt from the field like it was nothing. They're like, everybody come down, take some dirt.
Yeah. It's the security guards. They know they're fired. And some place was an absolute rowdy zoo. Had I known, I would have gone.
It's such a shithole.
You've been? I've never been to that one.
Yeah, it's terrible.
And here we go.
By far the worst stadium I've ever been. By a lot. Long
extinct woolly mammoth. They've been out for
like 14 million years extinct.
Yeah, it's going to be back in 14 years.
Let's go.
Let's go is right. A high-tech company, as they open the article, this could get hairy. I love a good fun. The high-tech company is confident that the extinct beast as far back as the Ice Age, like the woolly mammoth, can be resurrected by 2028.
No.
Like, I'm all in on this.
2028? You said 14 years.
No, 4 years. 4
years.
4 years. And guess who's bankrolling this?
Mark Cuban.
He should be so lucky. Chris Hemsworth and Paris Hilton. This is just bingo.
What are they doing? Everybody's worried about robots and AI. This is Jurassic Park, but it's
Ice better. Age. This is going to kill the robots.
Where are they doing this?
I don't know. LA, probably. You could have all the iRobot. Those things are not taking down. I've seen that movie with the red thing. A charging woolly mammoth. They got nothing. Those things are going to get shredded.
Oh, this is
That thing is not messing around. They're bringing him back.
That is insane.
If you could show me a picture of Paris Hilton riding a woolly mammoth, I'm absolutely in.
I saw the video. It's called One Night in Paris.
Yeah, he wasn't that woolly, but he was a mammoth.
Ew.
That's it for me. You've been great. Woolly mammoth, 4 years. I'm going to own one. I want a mini one, like a little guy.
Hey, Zach, what you watching?
So we're also, we're with our regular Hazard and the Mets. We started Industry.
Yeah, from where? Okay.
Good. We're 2 eps in or 3 eps in. I think it's good. I think I want to like it.
If there wasn't nudity or subtitles, it's not.
Nudity. There's half a tit and on brand with this episode. There's so much dong.
Yeah, a lot of dong.
Like, come on. By the way, why is everybody monstrous? They just want to emasculate the audience. And then I found out Lena Dunham directed one episode. The guys I saw were huge.
Industry's an interesting one.
Are you done with it? You've seen the whole bit? Or?
I haven't watched season 3 that just came out because we started together and Julia's not into it. The problem with that show is
that much dong?
No. There's a lot of they Ninja Report stuff in that show where I'm saying there's a lot of things that happen in most shows I try to understand. And while it's not always to a T how the world is, when they're ninja reporting and this happened and this, and when they start doing the stock trade, this and that, I'm trying to follow it. And at the end of the day, I have no idea what the fuck they're talking about. And I just go with, he's happy, she's sad. Let's go on.
So the best one for that, how it works, was honestly Trading Places. This is how you do it.
I get it, but you know what I'm saying? That I'm watching something and I don't understand what's happening, but I have to go with the when a dumb person watches something intelligent. I know a lot of dumb people that watch Game of Thrones and they just watch it for they have no idea what's happening as far as the plot lines. They're just oh, he's going to win a war against him. It's more than that.
So Trading Places explains how the stock thing works better. Actually, the best was The Big Short. I guess I'll see how Industry goes. Billions just glossed over. You just Ninja Report exactly. The 7,000 charts. And Wall Street was great at that too. I'm offering you the Knicks and chicks. That's Wall Street.
Hey, Zach.
Yeah.
What
should I be watching besides that?
Nobody wants this.
All right. What?
Period. It just came out.
I've heard that's good. I heard that's with Whatcha for your girls in it, isn't it?
Oh, it helps a lot. It's Adam Brody being the same character. Here's why you'll love it.
Two Jewesses in my office told me that's good. And my cousin told me that Tires is good. I've never heard of Tires.
Shane Gillis might be the funniest stand-up comedian out there.
Yeah.
It's unwatchably bad.
Really?
And I think he's the funniest person ever. We struggle. It's 6 episodes that are a half hour.
That's it? The whole show?
He told
me it's hysterical. That's the guy I golfed with today, cousin Jason.
I watch it yourself. The fact that Andrew Schulz and Stavros and Shane Gillis are in it, I love them.
I honestly like his Bud Light commercials. They don't want to make me laugh. I don't know why they make me laugh. They do.
All right, watch it and you'll report back. But here's why you'll hate Nobody Wants This. 1, it's a chick show. It's a rom-com, and it's not good. Here's why you will like it. Because Adam Brody plays a rabbi, so there's so much Jewish humor in it. And one of the main characters she's a podcaster. So it kind of hits home a little bit when there's a lot of talk about it.
2 Jewesses told me to watch this.
But there's a lot of sex stuff. You're gonna like it, but you know how when you're watching Sex in the City and New York is a character?
Yeah. Broad City too.
Podcast is a character in this show. Okay. And he plays a rabbi, and there's so many jokes. You'll love it. Just trust me. We
should have been rabbis.
No.
We'd be great.
It'd be fantastic.
Yeah.
But that's it.
And we just alternate services. And where we go, do we double team it? This with Torahs.
I'm not ready to recommend The Penguin yet because we've only seen 1 episode.
I want to watch it. I don't know if Jenna's going to like it. She didn't see the Batman with him.
You don't need it in it at all. It's nothing to do with it. But
I watched that one. It was
so far it's Sopranos-y. That's all.
I thought he was good, but he's not the Penguin.
He's not. Danny DeVito's the Penguin.
Yeah. As they say in the Rewatchables, the role he was built to play. It's so good. He's the Penguin.
Pishadoo of the week. I got 11 candidates. Here we go. Can number 1. Trump is now making watches and selling them for $100,000.
Love it.
Why? How? I don't get it. What's the point? Is it
Someone
just a
gives,
punch? Is it a
someone
punch
gives you when
on?
you use it, though. I mean, is it as good as? Are they cool? Because the last product he rolled out was fantastic. The shoes,
Oh, the shoes are really good.
they're really good.
They're really good.
So, like,
What I'm saying is, with this watch, a watch is only worth what somebody else will pay for it.
took the watch.
Unless it has diamonds and gold, which I think it
Yeah.
has something nice. But when you melt this down for parts, I think it's like a $2,000 watch.
They all are.
That's my point. Is they all
Right.
are worth what? It's like a painting, you know.
The baseball card. Yeah, go on.
There you go. Why pandas keep making this podcast, I don't know, but they're officially the unofficial animal of this podcast.
Are they real pandas or dog pandas? Because painted dogs.
China
Very good.
has
China.
lent pandas to Finland.
Oh.
Finland is now returning said pandas because they're too expensive to feed and keep.
Good. They know what they're doing. It's like Mike Simon over the country.
Jesus Christ. It's like in the Joe Exotic. Like, yeah, you have these cute little tiger cubs. When they're huge, they cost a fortune to feed.
Hey, Shanato on Marlene.
There you go.
Yeah.
While we're talking about Netflix, they just bought the rights to a short film about the guy who organized the standing ovation for Trey Turner last year in Philadelphia about when he was in a slump, and they organized this. Who wants to watch a documentary, a short film about a guy who organized a standing ovation for something?
Turner? Ooh, that'll be high on my list.
For what?
Because of fuck Trey Turner. And fuck Chase Utley, too.
He has nothing to do with it. Leave Chase Utley out of this. Oh, my God.
Chase
One dirty slide. Jesus, get over
No,
it.
it was a lot more than that. He's really high on my top 5 athletes I hate list, which we should do a top 10.
Yeah, we talked about it.
Number 1 is Chipper.
John Mellencamp went viral again. Remember when we talked about him a while ago, where he told some guy like they start off with the movie you told me about, and then somebody yelled like, "Just play the fucking music." Well, he was in the middle of his song, and some guy in the front row was just screaming out, singing all the words, which is pretty much universal at any concert I've ever been to.
Yeah,
he stopped.
That season just ended. Fuck.
Do you want to pour one out, or
no, I'm good.
Yeah, well, you owe me a shot next week. Anyways,
yeah, I'm aware.
Somebody starts singing John Mellencamp's song, and he stops the music and lays into this guy. Just
good for him.
Good for Mellencamp?
Yeah.
Why?
Fuck this guy.
I paid money to come to your show
to hear you sing.
Well, apparently it was an acoustic set, and the guy was singing very loud, but I think that's bullshit. Whatever.
I don't like it. Although I did just go see Blues Travel when I was singing along too. So.
There was a study done. Half of all Americans prefer to hang out with their own pets over friends and family. I'm not sure if the Pishadoo is the family, the friends, the person, or the people that decided they needed to do a study for this.
The ufologists,
right?
Anyone who feels this is a science.
Here's my thoughts. I don't think the people are saying they want to be with their pets. They're saying they want to be by themselves, which full support. Love it.
No, they want to be with their pets. They want to be with Lady Gaga and Zelda.
South Korea is now criminalizing watching deepfakes online.
What? How do they know?
Because I assume there's probably politicians and actresses that are getting plagiarized, and if you watch one, you go to jail.
How do they know if you watch it? Your IP address?
Mm-hmm.
But what if you watch it by accident? Like,
sorry, I shot this guy by accident. You're going to jail.
Jesus Christ. That's draconian. That feels much more like North Korea.
This is funny if you didn't see this. The Oklahoma football team running onto the field this past weekend, just as or maybe I got this wrong. Yeah, just as the Auburn cheerleaders are leaving, and there is one guy that's doing backflip, takes out a linebacker as he's running onto the field.
Good.
If
a gymnast can take out a linebacker, that's an impressive day for you.
Right? If you're that linebacker, that's bad. I want that when I'm watching the NFL draft next year. I want that to be as a part of he runs a 4.3. He's 240 pounds, but a cheerleader took him down last year. Not great. Remember we talked about Disney a couple of weeks ago that there was somebody signed up for Disney Plus. Then they got sick and or died at the theme park, and they tried to sue him, and the defense was, well, you signed up for that. Start reading the fine print. A person got into a car accident with an Uber driver, and Uber is saying, you got an Uber Eats delivery a couple weeks ago. In the fine print, you can't sue Uber ever.
Yeah, I saw that. We talked about that, didn't we?
No, this was like 2 days ago, dude.
No, it happened weeks ago for Uber Eats. Is your sister still doing Uber Eats?
I've been meaning to ask. I keep forgetting.
You want to text her right now? Shana Tova, you doing Uber Eats? Can you DoorDash me some apples and honey?
That's funny. If you send that, if you can, pay attention for 2 more minutes.
Yeah. The season's over. I got time for days. 2-0. Back home.
I hope when you listen back to this, you can hear your voice went from here to like here.
It's a kick in the nuts.
You didn't have a chance. Whatever. This wasn't
better than your birds.
Wasn't even a good season for you. You had the chance of going further, but you weren't winning the World Series, so it doesn't matter.
No, we weren't. It was a punt season that they made a run.
Yeah.
Okay.
Bronze medal. They are now allowing a process where astronauts in the Boeing Starliner, when they go to space, they can still vote for the presidency that's going to be happening next month. Here's my problem. 1, there's absentee ballots. 2, just make a fucking exception. How many astronauts are in space at any time that we need a special process for them to vote?
12.
Okay. You could
I
have
have
said
no idea.
Any number under 50 and I would have believed it.
Yeah, they don't need to vote.
They don't need to make a process for them to vote in space.
If the election is down to the number that's up there, then they get to vote. Then they're the deciders. I like that.
The deciders. But there's no gravity up there.
I
saw silver medal. I saw an advertisement. They're doing something now. It's called Charity Buzz. I'm not exactly sure what it is, but you basically can Zoom with a celebrity. So the one advertised was David Duchovny. What the fuck do I want to sit on a big Zoom with David Duchovny for?
I would love to Zoom with Duchovny.
Why? It's going to be you and a lot of people. It's like a private talk.
X-Files and Red Shoe Diaries. This guy's done it all.
Californication, sex problem. I'm aware what he's done. I'm saying that it's not just the two of you. You're not talking to him. It's him doing like a talk in front of however many people sign up for this thing. Okay. And my gold medal. Some Tigers fan, way early in the season, caught a pumpkin seed that Tariq Skubal, if you will, threw at him.
Thing.
Oh, he's the good. He's a Cy Young winner. He's fantastic. And this Tigers fan held on to that seed. Now, I didn't hear if it was from his mouth or not. He held on to it the whole season, and he's accrediting their run to the playoffs because he held on to that lucky seed.
They're still in, though.
It's disgusting.
They're still in, though.
So you're like, if Pete Alonso spits some chaw at you, you're keeping it in your pocket?
Pete Alonso is about to play his last game as a Met.
I said that to somebody yesterday, and they said
he's down to 2 innings. By the way, he's almost playing himself into staying. He's playing so poorly that like he might just have to take the qualifying offer.
Oh, I thought you were saying playing well because I watched him trip over a bat yesterday.
Yeah, exactly. We all did. Even Zoe was like, all right, I'm done with this guy. And she's all in on Alonso. He's playing his way into a roster spot. Because he's playing so poorly, he'll just take the shit offer they're meant to give him.
Also glass houses, but doesn't he need to just shave his head? Is it getting weird?
I don't know. He's got that wispy thing going on.
It's not great. It looks like it's going to fly off.
Weird blonde, like a faux Trump, or like David Spade and Tommy Boy.
Trump watches for $100K. Finland returning pandas to China. They're too expensive. Netflix short film about the Trey Turner standing ovation guy. John Mellencamp goes off on a fan because he was singing at his concert. Half of Americans prefer their pets over the family. Study done. South Korea criminalizing you for if you watch a deep fake. Auburn player flies into an Oklahoma football player. I'll send you the video. It's fantastic. You can't sue Uber if you've Ubered Eats. So maybe I can't sue my sister anymore, I guess. Voting is now legal or able in space on the Boeing Starliner Charity Buzz. Meet David Duchovny on a big thing, which you want to do. So maybe you're the asshole. And Tigers fan keeps Scubal's pumpkin seed for good luck. Who is a Pishadoo of the week?
I don't know why this bothers me, and it should be real low on the list. The country of Finland sending pandas back because they're too expensive is so chef's kiss delightful. I think it's Finland, or maybe it's I don't know, the whole story.
It's kind of weird.
I like that one.
Booze Day of the podcast. Thanks for listening to tonight's episode. We had fun. We're going to keep doing this. Zach, it is PT Appreciation Week. Anything you want to say to me?
No, I don't appreciate you at all while the Mets are getting blown out here. 2-0. Feels insurmountable. And I guess I'll take my old granddad shot next week because they've given up plenty of runs. Wasn't runs scored, it was runs allowed.
How's your foot?
My foot is okay.
We out.
Did you rub my feet? You rubbed my thigh at one point and like maybe played my